Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for this opportunity. Maybe if His Excellency had endured a little while, maybe he will have been part of us to go for this rescue. I know he will have been part of the military a long time. The Chief Host, His Excellency, the Vice Chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum, and also the Governor of Oyo State, His Excellency Engineer Sheyi Makinde, the Deputy Governor, His Excellency Barrister Abdurrahim Adebayo Lawal, Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Secretary to the State Government, Chief of Staff, the Government House, Head of Service, Deputy Chief of Staff, members of the State Executive Council here present, and heads of various security agencies, senior military officers, gentlemen of the press, our principal, teachers, and students, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to just put on record that on 15th of May, 2026, for us, and of course, the whole people of Oyo State. It was sometime around 10:00 hours. We were conducting an event in the barracks. Something like that had happened. So we had to move in from all the troops that are close by to that area. And I and my team, we had to move from the barracks, and we drive with all the speed we could to get to those locations. And unfortunately, we have gone deep into the forest. But we had to organize a search team immediately. We went in with some of the hunters, local vigilantes, and Omoteku. But nothing positive happened that day. The following day we continued, and because of the nature of the forest, how thick it is, we had drone teams, we have Nigerian Air Force following up. But in some of those areas, you can't even, if you are under that place, you can't see rays of sunlight from those places. And the Air Force flew, they couldn't see anything. The drone team also flew. We didn't get anything from those things, and that was how we insisted on ground operation. It has to be ground. I have to go deep into the forest. And it's during one of these operations that we lost the officer and the soldier that particular day, and some other ones who wounded. One of them is actually serious because he has a broken hand due to gunshot wound. The operation continued, and we had to involve a lot of agencies, and had to take over the whole operation completely from the garrison commander, because we had to now bring in troops and forces from different places providing intelligence, and I had to coordinate all these teams together. Let me just mention that we have teams from the special unit of the Office of the National Security Advisor. We have this National Counter-Terrorism Unit, the tactical team were there with us. We have Defense Headquarters Special Forces team. That particular team comprises of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, DSS, Civil Defense, National Intelligence Agency, and some other security agencies. They made up that Special Forces team. They came in large number with their main equipment and everything. Then we have the Nigerian police. Apart from those ones in those special forces, we have them. We take from Oyo State, DSS from Oyo. We have Nigerian Air Force in Oyo. And specifically from the Air Force, we had a special team from Kainji. That is where they have that tactical operations group with all their fighter aircraft. National intelligence agencies were part of it. We have troops from the Operation Savannah Shield in Kwara. We had to bring them in to do a kind of blocking force from that northern side of the state. And of course, other security agencies. We have the local vigilante, like His Excellency said, we lost a few of those hunters too, Amoteku, and the rest of the others. And by the grace of God, on the 10th of July, we successfully rescued the 44 of them. Like she has mentioned, we lost 2 of the teachers while in captivity. And of course, the reason for it, she mentioned, but I've always said that we will never yield to terrorist requests. We will not, and we will never do that. So the operation is a complex one. It lasted for more than a month, and it focused mainly on identifying the terrorist kingpins that masterminded the crime. We focused on also dismantling their network and cutting off their logistics and informants within Oriire National Park and other parts of the country. It interests people that we have to go start looking for other members of the team and even members of their family outside of Oyo, Adamawa, Kano, different parts of the country to get part of them. It was also what put further pressure on them, and we blocked. At the last phase of the operation that we had was blocking their major logistic hub, and I'm sure I mentioned it, the town called Ashamu. We blocked the place, and it finally put pressure on them, and it was now they willing to release unconditionally. But we are not giving up on them. We say no, it's not about releasing. We must see to the end of the terrorists operating in that particular region. And of course, indeed, the whole part of the country. And to the glory of God, we have them here. And of course, like His Excellency said, we suffered casualties from the military. And unfortunately, the day we buried the officer, that morning we buried the officer, it was that evening we finally rescued him. The officer was buried in Adamawa State. And, so we salute their ultimate, the sacrifice they paid, and their bravery will indeed never be forgotten. Today, we thank God we are here to hand over the principal, teachers, and the pupils from the schools in Oriire. We thank God for His mercy, and I want to once again, on behalf of all the participating agencies, most sincerely and respectfully thank and appreciate Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his strategic guidance, support, resources that made this operation a success. And in a situation where the President is telling someone, call the troops on the ground, what is happening on a daily basis. We have to give them that update. And of course, for the Chief of Army Staff, you can imagine the kind of pressure I will get from him. And I also want to warmly thank the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Sheyi Makinde. He has been very supportive. I'll put it on record today. He has been military, and of course other security agencies in Oyo State. From the day it happened, I know His Excellency has always been calling. He wants to know what is happening, how far. You know, contrary to what a lot of media houses say that he doesn't bother about it, but that's not true. I, for one, will tell you that he has been calling to find out what the situation was. And sir, we thank you for all the support to the security agencies, and of course, my deep appreciation also goes to the National Security Advisor. That one is not talking to people to talk to me, but he's talking to me directly. The NSA, indeed, I spoke to him several times, and his words will always be, anything you need, let me know. Consistently, those were his words. And indeed, he supported every part of the operation. And of course, the National Counter-Terrorism Unit, we appreciate them. We have some of them. I don't know where. They're there. And, we have the special boats unit too. They are here from the Nigerian Navy. They are part of us, and I want to thank the Minister of Defense, the Chief of Defense Staff. I don't know how to just qualify his pain. The day it happened, he called, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm on my way." Say, "Good." Sometimes, the distance from here to that place is a bit far. And, 30 minutes, you have not gotten there. He kept calling, and all through the whole event, he kept on calling to find out what we do. The Chief of Naval Staff, the Chief of Air Staff, and of course, the Chief of Army Staff is, as far as is concerned, it was his personal operation. He took it personally. He was more or less on ground, but it's just that he was not here physically. But then the Inspector General of Police, he has been calling to find out DG, DSS, and the NIA. And they kept calling, and look, everybody was interested in this issue. And their calls alone was so much pressure on me, because sometimes I don't have answers to their questions. But we thank God, and I thank all the security agencies, Army, Navy, Air Force, Civil Defense. I don't know. Every one of you, I appreciate every one of you. And Your Excellency, I must say, CP used to send us food in the forest there. So I thank him. Gave us some special diet. Even there are some places that are difficult, you can't do anything, but helicopter will sometimes come in. They came to time to pick up one of the suspects. The CP helped us to arrest. We were following them up, and they will call the CP. There's this person going to this place, and the CP immediately arrested them. And we send an helicopter there, bring the person to us into the bush, who gave us relevant information as to where their camps were. So we thank every one of you, and we thank God that the operation has come to an end. And we also thank Professor Longe, and when they came in, he came with his team to support our medical officers there, and they did wonderfully. The pediatrician was there, recommended some food, and I'm sure that's why you see the children looking brighter. His Excellency saw them the day they came in, but we thank God they are looking much brighter today. Finally, sir, I want to sincerely thank the media and the entire Nigerian people. Thank you for the pressure. We are not accusing you but it's okay. Some of those pressures are necessary. We thank you for all you did, putting pressure on us. While we're doing it, we're not sleeping also. So, but we appreciate every one of you. We urge the good people of the state and indeed Nigerians to always provide us with relevant information that will help us. There can be security if the people are not part of it, because they are the people on ground. And maybe at a good time we'll sit down with His Excellency and Jeromoni, we'll work out this issue of vigilantes and among, and of course, even within our system, we have the bad ones among them. So we have to really look at some of those local vigilantes and hunters, because from all we see, there were a lot of collaboration from some of them. We thank you most sincerely once again, and Principal, I'm sure you and your children, you'll be fine. You are here, His Excellency will take care of you. So just relax. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Thank you, General. We will now hear from another general, now a retired general.